Hey everyone, Justin here from Legion Gaming. I just wanted to bring a quick video update. What's been going on with the club. Real short, about 5-10 minutes, but we realized that we posted the welcome video and kind of went ghost. Haven't posted anything else, so we've had a lot of things going on, prepping for things of that nature. So I just wanted to give a quick update video, let you guys know we're still alive, and some things that you have to look forward to, and some things we have going on in the club. I'll probably finish up with about 5 minutes of, since I have your attention, about 5 minutes of what I have going on personally, some of the projects that I've completed and things of that nature. Help just give me the motivation to keep going. But first, talk a little bit about the club and what we have going on, what we've had going on. Obviously, priority one with any type of gaming club is we're still looking at growing and expanding the club. We're all very familiar and been in the gaming community a long time, belong to different clubs, organizations, but Legion is kind of a new concept to us. There's nothing really in Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania, so we're still working on building that game base, which of course is where our Facebook page comes in. If you're not on the page or haven't liked it, please go to the Facebook page, check us out. We post a lot of stuff on there, pictures all the time of projects we have going on and game days and things of that nature. And it's just good to hear from some other people. We are fortunate enough to have the Alchemist Cove and games in Schuylkill Haven here, where we've been able to meet some new people. So we're very fortunate in that aspect, getting some fresh blood, and still working on, of course, growing that gaming community is always number one priority. With that, one of the things we're pretty excited about that we just got done is we just completed our own logo. We paid someone to do it, so it is ours. You've seen it at the beginning of this video. That's our kind of our gaming logo. There are some other videos out there that have an older version, the one we are working on, that I'm going to be posting soon. And that's primarily because, to be perfectly honest, I'm too lazy to go back and edit the video and put the new logo in. Those videos have already been done and edited. I'm just waiting to post them. This one will be posted first, so you'll see the new logo here. So we're pretty excited about that. So of course, with getting the logo done, one of the things we've been working on as a club is some swag. We are in the process of getting our own dice made up with our Legion logo on them. So we can obviously have them when we're out gaming, give them away for giveaways, things of that nature, sell them if people want them. But we're really looking forward to that. We're placing an order here shortly to get that done. We're also getting some shirts made up, so when we're out at gaming conventions and different things, we can have shirts on so you know who we are. So we're pretty excited about that. Like I said, that's all starting to come down the pike here, and we'll be done here shortly. What we've also been doing is we got a game day in, which we're pretty happy about. We've got a few game days in. To rewind a little bit here, we've spent the past couple months playing some different systems. We started in October. The Cove did a really cool thing dealing with 40K. Most of us have played 40K for a long time. We've all pretty much bowed out. 6th edition. Personally, I gave up a little bit into 6th edition. I wasn't really thrilled with it. So now with 8th edition out, we're all starting to get back into it. The Cove did a really cool thing in October where every game you played with a new opponent, you got your name in a hat for a drawing for some free merchandise for Warhammer. So gave us all that boost to get back into 40K, playing some small 500-point game. But that was kind of our focus for October, getting familiar with the rules and having some fun with that. November, we were able to get a big bolt action game day in. We had 3 tables going, 6 people. We had 2 Soviet teams. We had a British Airborne, a British Commando, some German Waffen SS, the new box set that just came out, and my Finnish were there. So we were pretty happy about that, getting 3 tables going, getting some interest in bolt action in our area. That's kind of our primary focus that we've been playing is 28 mil World War II bolt action. So we got a game day in for that in November. There's some pictures on the Facebook page. Go check it out. Got as many as we could, but you know, you get into gaming and then you realize, oh yeah, I forgot to take pictures of what we're actually doing. But we got some up there, and that was a good time. We got that accomplished in November. Want to briefly talk about some things that we have coming up. There's 2 main focuses we have coming up into the winter months here that we're really excited about. The first one is we are actually going to be putting together a Mordheim campaign. We've always liked this system. We've always liked the small boards, the small scale type of skirmish type games. So we decided to break out some old school Mordheim. We got about 6-7 people that are interested in playing. And that's really going to be the focus for us for the next coming months here, coming into December, January, February. We're going to be posting, you're going to be seeing a lot of videos on here dealing with Mordheim. The first one's going to be kind of an intro to the campaign, how we're playing it. We're going to change rules around a little bit. We've added some homebrew type stuff just to make it a little more fun. But you're going to see a lot of videos coming down. That's really going to be our focus for gaming systems for the next few months. And again, we got 6-7 people going, so hopefully we can keep that going. For any people that have been involved in trying to put together a campaign, anything that lasts more than 3 months when you get a group of people together to commit to something is a good time. So we're hoping to get going with that. One of the other things that we're pretty excited about, for anybody on the East Coast here in the U.S., familiar with HMGS East, Historical Miniature Gaming Society. They run 3 historical conventions a year here actually in Pennsylvania. Sometimes they have one down in Virginia, but this year all 3 are here in PA. They have Fallen, which was this past November. They have Cold Wars coming up in March, and then the big one is Historicon in July. Great historical gaming convention. They have everything from tournaments going to massive vendor hall to massive rooms full of all different types of games and demo games that are run by clubs, people that want to play different rule sets and get more people interested. We are actually looking at putting together, and when I say we, I really mean Eric. This is his baby. We're putting together a demo game to run at Cold Wars this year. It's actually 1/256 scale. It's micro armor basically. Time frame that he can play is basically anything from Cold War up to modern, like Afghanistan, Iraqi, insurgency, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure what time period we're going to be playing yet. Again, he's putting that together. But it's actually played on like a 3x3 table with micro armor. Anyone familiar with Battlefront's Team Yankee? It's kind of a homebrew rule system off of that. He's creating a whole lot of rules. The basis behind it is we want a real simple, easy, fun, quick game that people can come up and play. Usually when you have these demo games going, you have to sign up for them, and they run 3, 4, 5 hours, and you're stuck to the table. We want to have it that if we're in the middle of a game and somebody walks up and goes, hey, that's really cool, can I jump in? Yeah, sure, reinforcements are coming up next turn. Take that force right there, it's already pre-built, and bring them onto the table and let's play. So we're really looking forward to that. I'm sure he's going to be posting a lot of stuff about that. He has an amazing board that he's put together over this past summer and some great armies that he's done all that himself. So hopefully he'll be posting some stuff about that here shortly. Again, I know there's some pictures of it on our Facebook page, but we're looking to put that together for Cold Wars. The years that we've been going, we've never seen a game system like it. Matter of fact, come to think of it, I've seen some 6 mil stuff played, but never really seen any micro armor-esque type games being played. A lot of micro armor always being sold, but not really played. So it's going to be pretty cool. We're really looking forward to that. And again, that's coming up in March, so we're really going to start focusing on that here soon. Make sure we know the rules, and I know the rules that he's putting together well enough to be able to actually GM a game. So that's really what we've been going on with the club. I want to talk a little bit about our YouTube page. Like I said, unfortunately, we posted a welcome video a while ago and kind of haven't really posted anything else. So I want to take this opportunity to jump on it and talk about some things that we have coming up on this page. One of the big things coming up, and this is on me, I apologize. I promised in the beginning that I wanted to post a short series dealing with bolt action, a how-to series. 5 videos broken down by your movement phase, your shooting phase, different phases, and how to play. I have 2 of the videos completely done and edited. I have the 3rd one about halfway through editing, and I got to record the 4th and 5th one yet. I wanted to record them all at once, or record them all before I started posting them, simply because I didn't want to record one, post one, 6 months later, I haven't gotten a chance to post the next one. So I want to get them all recorded. I'm going to try to post them within a 2-week time period of each other. One after another should take about a month and a half. So I have been working on them. I apologize that that's something I've been trying to do, but finding free time when I can record on on my table without 2 kids and 2 dogs running around and all kinds of craziness. So I am working on those. following that, I have a unboxing video of my son's British Commando forces for bolt action. It's actually the first video I recorded and I have edited for probably about 4 months now. But I haven't posted yet because I want to post the how-tos first on how to play the game and what the game's all about. But I have that video done, hoping to get that posted shortly after the how-to videos. And then following that will be a battle report on bolt action. It's either going to be myself and Eric playing as Soviets or my son's British Commandos, which is probably what I'll end up doing. There'll be some unpainted models on the table, but we want to get that battle report so you can actually see a gameplay on how to do it. And of course, like I said, with the more time coming up, we're going to have a lot of videos. We're going to try to record as many as we can. The way we're focusing the campaign is that 2 people, if they're playing each other, can get together and play their game whenever. The club doesn't all have to be together to get that game in. So I'm going to try to get it recorded as much as we can, but there's going to be times when the 2 people playing just don't record it. But we'll do a short bat rep afterwards of what happened and where the standings are with the campaign. But we're going to see quite a bit of them. The first video is we're going to sit down and do a short welcome video to the campaign, how we're planning on running it, those homebrew rules and some changes and how we're going to do it. And then I'm working on getting a short video from each member that's going to be participating with their warband, what it's all about, who they are, what they're equipped with. So you'll be able to see the warbands kind of on parade. That's going to be the first video up dealing with the campaign. I'm hoping by January some time frame to have that up. But again, we'll see what actually happens. So really that's all we've really had going on with the club. Like I said, we haven't really had a whole lot going on the past couple months. Life always seems to get in the way, sadly, of the hobbies. I don't know why that keeps happening, but it does. But we have a lot of things we've been working on to try to bring content to our Facebook page, to the YouTube page, and frankly, just to throw some dice and play some games. So that's really what you can look forward to for the club in the next coming months. Again, more time's going to be a big one. And then the Cold Wars, hopefully we can get that all in time. The GM paperwork that we have to get into the organization to be able to run a table there should be done in time. So that's really kind of the focus of where we're at. So that's kind of it as far as the club goes. I figured since I still have you here and I'm only about 15 minutes in, talk a little bit about some personal stuff that I have going on. Again, just to kind of help keep me motivated of what I've been working on and some plans that I have. As far as games the past couple months, like I said, I really haven't gotten to play as much as I wanted to. We did play that bolt action game day where I got 2 games in. The first game I actually got to play Eliza's Soviets. And anyone who plays any historical gaming, especially World War II, really World War II, Soviets are tough in any game system. There's just so many of them. So I took them on with my Finnish. I unfortunately lost. The game we played was basically just you got a victory point for every unit you killed. And those units were so big. Like I whittled 4 or 5 units down to 1 or 2 per people, but I just could not kill full units in time. So I lost that game. My second game I got to play was with the new Waffen box set that came out with Damon, and again I lost that. But Finnish did not have a good day. That mission was tough because there was an objective in the center of the table, and you had to get it and run it off the table edge. And he just made a break for it, got to it first, and I couldn't stop him in time. But they were both very good games, fun games. I love the bolt action game system. And just anytime getting to play dice again, or throw dice again, of course, is a good thing. One of the other things of note is I also got to get a 40k game in at 1,500 points. One of the bigger games I played with 8th edition now. I actually got to try the Maelstrom missions. Anyone familiar with 40k? There's 2 different sections of missions. The Maelstrom take have a little more variety with objectives, with either the cards or you roll the dice to see what objectives you are for that turn, and it can change every turn. My first time getting to play it, so it was cool to get to actually try it with my IG and the new rule book that came out, and to try those objective cards. Again, a loss for me. It's just been a bad month, but that one that one was tough just because the objectives that I were picking were, I got to play Black Templars, and everyone again familiar with 40k. They don't really have any psychers or anything like that. Matter of fact, they would refuse to take psychers. They won't. They'll kill them. But I was picking weird objectives like, deny the witch so they couldn't do a psychic power, and just stuff that I could not get the victory points on. So I just, again, it was a bad picking of the cards. And then he ended up rolling up one of my flanks. Imperial Guard, Extra Militarian, whatever you want to call them. Great until they get into your battle lines, and then there's just no holding them. So, but it was a really cool game. It was a good learning experience. First time playing that size, and getting to try out some new things. I took a Basilisk for the first time, and I will be doing that again continually. That Earthshaker cannon is no joke. That was a good time. But yeah, so I got to play with the new list and have some fun there. I took some conscripts, or good meat shields, that kind of stuff. So that's really all I've had going on game system wise. Playing. What I've had working on a project table. November was kind of tough for me. The holidays came around, and then I was sick for like 3 weeks. I got a chest infection. I couldn't shake. All that good fun personal stuff. But I got some stuff off my painting table. I was able to finish a squad of 20 Necron warriors, which is my second 40k list. It was basically what my son plays. They're fun. I kept them kind of basic. Added some gold plating to them, that kind of stuff. But the cool thing that I did is I got different color rods for their Gauss rifles, so each squad will have a different color. So you'll be able to identify them on the table a little bit better. But I was able to get those off the table. Again, pretty happy with how they turned out. I'll continue to churn out that Necron stuff. One of the other things that I got painted and was able to do some play testing with, Eric and I picked up another game system at Fallen called Battle Valor. Check out their website. I'm going to talk a little bit about them here and brag them up. It's 15mm fantasy, but it's like no other fantasy game I've seen or read about. He actually started on Kickstarter and is starting to churn stuff out now. He has, like I said, he's got the website. The rule book isn't even out yet. On his website, he has a free PDF where you can download his rules as they stand right now to do some play testing. I'm not going to get into totally how the game system works. Check out his website. Check out his stuff. The models are beautiful. The sculpts are amazing. I ended up with dwarfs. And the cool thing is like I said, it's 15mm, but everything's scaled properly. So my dwarfs are actually closer to 13mm. If you take bigger things, like Eric took, they're called Orkians. They're orcs, basically. But they're actually a little bit bigger than 15mm, probably, just because the scale is right on. But the detailing in these things are amazing. They're beautiful sculpts. And his rules on hitting, how to determine hits and casualties and all, are nothing like I've read before. And I'll leave it at that. It's very interesting how it seems to work. So check it out. But that's another game system we got into. So that's more stuff to put on the table and paint. So I was able to get 4 stands of my infantry done, just messing around with the color scheme on these guys a little bit. They kind of came out like garden gnomes, but I kind of like it. It's cool. But so yeah, 4 stands of dwarfs with double-handed axes. I had a whole lot of stuff to put together. I let my son pick out some stuff. He actually picked out the Vermians, which are basically Skaven. They're rat men. But so I'm going to be putting that stuff together soon, and getting that turned off the table as quick as possible. 15mm is pretty quick to paint at that scale. It's a lot of models. But Battle Valor is definitely something you're going to be seeing coming up from us. Eric took off with it. It's insane the amount of stuff he's got painted already. But again, brag him up. Check out their website if you're looking for something different. I've come to the point where I play so many different game systems that now for me to get involved in a new one, there's got to be something different. There's got to, it can't be the same type of rule set with just written differently with a little bit of different models played in a different scale. There's so many games out there, and I'm not trying to bash on any system out there, but I look for something a little bit different. Bolt Action struck me because of the way the activation dice work. Battle Valor, his rules on I guess we'll get into a little bit. His rules on how to hit, instead of saying, okay, to hit this army, you know, it's going to be a 3 to hit him. But there's these modifications so that 3 becomes a 4, then becomes a 5, becomes a whatever. He doesn't do all that. To hit, as he calls them, successes, it's a 5 or 6. Roll a dice, 5 or 6. That's how many successes you get. If you got 8 stands, you roll 8 dice. You get 3, 5, or 6s, that's 3 successes. Then where it goes from is, depending on your troop level, you can add +1 success. Depending on the type of weapon you have, it may add +2 successes. If you charged, it may add +1 success if you're cav, or whatever the case may be. So you're not modifying the actual number on the dice, you're modifying how many successes. So after you do those modifications, you may be up to 5 or 6 successes. Then the defender rolls for his saves, and he rolls for 5 or 6s to get his successes. Then he does his modifications for heavy armor, for if it was in a brace formation, you add those successes. So you're not modifying dice rolls, you're actually modifying the number, which makes more sense to me. If I have a super elite unit, it doesn't matter if you're in cover or you got good armor, they're going to hit. So it adds that into it, that factor into it. It's a really cool system. And again, his rulebook's not out yet. He's still tweaking things as he goes. The other cool thing is the way his models are. I took dwarfs, like I said, and for cavalry options, and let me talk about that real quick. Sorry, I'm jumping around, but it's a cool system. You can build an army however you want to. There's no, you have to have a minimum of this many infantry units, and then you can take this many of whatever. If you want an all missile troop, you know, with crossbows or whatever army, you can build that. If you want an entire cav army, you can build that. All troops are base equal for points, and how they hit and everything like that. It doesn't go, oh, well, dwarfs are more elite than maybe the Skaven, so they're a little more costly in points. Everything is base. You then pay per unit for what skill level they are, what armor they have, what weapons they have, off of, you know, depending off the base of them. So everything is very easy and very basic, and you can build your army. There's no restrictions except for your imagination of what type of army you want to build, which is really cool. Back to what I was saying is, so for cav, for my dwarfs, I have 3 different options. They can do ponies. They don't ride horses. They're dwarfs. They can't get up on a horse. They ride ponies. Or they ride rams or bear. So you got to take bear cav. But, so I have those 3 different options. But say if Eric's orcs really like the idea of riding bears, the way the models are, when you assemble them, is the torsos are separate from the legs and the mount. So, because each mount has special skills that it can do. So, if his orcs want to ride bear, he can buy a pack of each and he can ride bear. And he'll get whatever skill. I think that, like, for example, the bear give you a plus something in charges, or they cause fear in charges or something like that. Because you're getting charged by bear. But, so you can really mix and match. So it's a really cool system. That's really where my focus is going to be in the next coming months. That and trying to get some more 40K stuff painted. And I promised my son that I'd start working on his bolt action commandos that we bought over a year ago. So I should probably start painting those too. Yeah. So yeah, lots of stuff on the table. More going on than it's coming off. Gaming ADD at its best. You know, I see ooh shiny and I want to get it. So I've been rambling on long enough. That's really been what's going on for me. Again, stay tuned to the YouTube page. Please like us, comment. We're new at this, so be gentle. We're still trying to work through it, but we want more of a relaxed type of setting. If there's anything specific you want to see from us or hear from us about any game system, or what we play, or more about the battle, whatever it may be, just comment. Let us know you're out there. Subscribe. I promise you we'll start to get the content flowing here shortly as things get rolling. You're going to see a lot of good stuff coming from us, so please stay tuned, subscribe. Thanks for taking 25-30 minutes here with me and rambling, and hopefully we will see you back shortly. Thanks, have a good one, and good gaming.